to the Stories That Shape Us, a showcase where we shine a spotlight on aspiring and budding media practitioners in their various fields. I am your host, Jordine Tucker. This outside broadcast is a partial fulfillment of the course Outside Broadcasting Fall 2024, made possible by our sponsor, St. Paul Pharmacy, the Department of Communication Studies, and the NCU Media Group. We are here live, ladies and gentlemen, at location at the Northern Caribbean University's main chapel, where we are highlighting past and present students of the Department of Communication Studies. We are live on air at NCU 91.1, 91.3, 91.5, and NCU TV Jamaica. Today, we have a very special guest with us. Our very special guest is a very well-known student in the Northern Caribbean University, and she will be sharing with us about the stories that shape us. Please, if you can, share with us your name, your year, and what you study.
Thank you for that. So my name is Gabriel Thomas, and I am the general manager for this live outside broadcast, and I am in year 3. And my emphasis is in PR. So basically, this outside broadcast event is themed The Story That Shaped Us, which is a unique and engaging initiative that aims to explore and the power of storytelling to connect people and inspire change. So the event will feature both past and present DCSers from our department, from the different emphasis, which includes journalism, TV, radio, and public relations. So they're going to share their story and give insight on how to navigate and how it has shaped their life around the world, in the media world.
That is very interesting. Now, I just want to get a little information about the outside broadcast and the persons who are included in there. Now, I know we have some special guests coming up, and if you can, name a few for us, please.
So the outside broadcast, The Stories That Shape Us, which is an event inspired by the desire to tell their experience here in the Department of Communication Studies and how it has shaped them in the media world. So some persons that we'll have are from the Department of Journalism. We'll have Akela Bailey. From the PR emphasis, we'll have Jonelle Green, and many others here in the team. So the event aims to create a platform for diverse voices to share their experiences and perspectives, which foster understanding and connection within the DCS community. So it aims to promote inclusivity and to celebrate the richness in the media world.
That is very interesting. Well, thank you, Ms. Thomas, for that insightful information. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will slide right back in to talking to another representative from the Northern Caribbean University, and this representative, I think I'm going to let her tell it to you herself. I think she's joining us right now. Hello, hi, how are you?
Hello, good morning. I'm okay.
That is great, that is great. Now, please share with us your name, your major, and the year you are in.
Okay, so my name is Akela Bailey. My major is journalism, and I am in my 3rd year.
Very interesting. Now, I want to talk to you about journalism. I want to talk to you about that world. So what really inspired you to follow in the footsteps of journalism? And I have a follow-up question to that, but I'll let you answer.
Okay, so my introduction to the world of journalism was really as a result of my family. I was always the one that went out and collected the information. So, you know the term, little bit enough. That was kind of me. I always went out. If there's something that I wanted to know, I was going to figure it out, and then I was going to come back and let you know. So I was basically the information minister of my family. And so my mom said to me one day, you know, journalism would fit you. That's where you should go. And I said, okay, let's give it a try. And I went there. I went into journalism, and I slowly fell in love with the emphasis.
I love that. I know journalism is something that is really hard, but it's something you always fall in love with. Getting to know the
Very
people,
rewarding.
getting to talk to them, getting to relate to them, getting to share stories. A very interesting part. And for the follow-up of that question, I really want to know what have your expectations of this field? Has it evolved since you started studying?
Really, studying journalism, I realized that it's a lot deeper than what we see on TV. What we see is persons reporting news and persons standing in the fields. And normally we would say, you know what, they brought us the facts and we're okay with it. But now in the field, you realize what they had to do to bring us those facts. So you're going out into the fields, whether you're in the middle of a natural disaster, a shootout, whatever the case is, you're on the field and you have to get the information. So really, being in journalism now and having experienced the various things, it's really interesting to see how much it is that we do not know as viewers as it relates to how we get our information.
Interesting. Okay. So now that you talked about the information aspect of it, I want to really talk about the skill sets. So what skill sets you would need to get into journalism or to be studying journalism?
Skill set, I would say, first of all, you have to be strong. You have to have the willpower because journalism is not an easy field per se. Going out, getting the facts, putting yourself at risk on a day-to-day basis, it's a work world that never ends because you don't know at what point in time. You cannot predict when exactly you're going to have your next news story. You cannot predict the future. And so you have to ensure that you're strong, you're well-rounded, you're flexible, because at any given moment you can be called upon to do something. You'll be lying down in your bed or you'll be enjoying yourself this minute. Next minute you hear, oh, something happened here. You need to go and, stream it. You need to go and get the information so that we have something to present to the people. So you have to be strong, you have to be flexible, and your mind also has to be strong. Because some of these things that we report on, it's no easy feat, really. So you have to ensure that mentally you are strong so that you can be able to do these things without diminishing your mental health.
It's very nice. That is very nice. And I remember when I was doing a few journalism courses, I know the things we had to do was always be prepared in regards to a story. We always had to make sure that, okay, Miss Laurie Henry, I think she was our teacher. Yes, Miss Laurie Henry would always make sure we had a story every day to give her for what we heard in the news. We would do surprise assignments. So
and Karen Oliver as well.
Yes, and Karen Oliver, surprise assignments where we would have to, make sure that we have an idea of a story that we're going to be producing in class. I remember those days. It is something for real. Now, those are all the questions I have for you. So what we're going to do next is go to an ad break. And ladies and gentlemen, we will see you soon.
The Department of Communication Studies, DCS, belongs to the College of Humanities, Behavioral and Social Sciences at the Northern Caribbean University, or Dear Beacon on the Hill. We are accredited by the University Council of Jamaica, with a degree offerings inclusive of public relations, television, radio, and journalism. Contact us at 876-963-7445-6 or 876-379-0639. Email dcs@ncu.edu.jm for more information or visit us on Facebook at DCSatNCU, Instagram at DCS_NCU, YouTube, NCU DCS TV, or X, DCS_NCU. DCS, developing talent, building a nation.
Look no further. Visit St. Paul's Pharmacy today, located at shop number 2, City Center Plaza, Junction St. Elizabeth. We've got you covered with your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications. quality personal items, plus stationery and gift items. Call us today at 876-965-8705 or 876-965-8310. St. Paul's Pharmacy, caring for your health every step of the way.
The NCU Media Group and the Department of Communication Studies at Northern Caribbean University brings you The Lunch Bag, a program to leave you full with goodies such as Money Matters, Tiny Bites, healthy snacks, a special film feature, and of course, the main course. This 30-minute delight will leave you wanting more. It's The Lunch Bag, every last Friday on the YouTube channel NCU TV Jamaica at midday. Come hungry and leave fully satisfied.
Every year we close off our DCS Week of Excellence with an exciting film showcase, and 2025 will be no different.
Submit your films in categories such as short films, mini documentaries, commercials, and more. Mark your calendars.
April 13, 2025. The Lignum Vitae Film Showcase. Don't miss it! Email ldavis@ncu.edu.jm and brian.cough@ncu.edu.jm for more information.
It's back! Little but talawa. Small but packing a big punch.
It's the DCS pins with an intricate design and creativity that stands out. And how about some burgundy for Burgundy Tuesday?
DCS shirts are available and a must-have. You're already outstanding, so why not stand out?
DCS pins cost $600 while shirts cost $3,500. Shirts and pins are available at the DCS office. Get yours today.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. We just talked to the general manager for our project, our outside broadcasting fall 2024 project, The Stories That Shaped Us. That was Gabriel Thomas, and we talked to Akela Bailey, who is a journalism student. Now we have another special guest here for us. I know this person very well. We are in a class together. I'm going to ask her to introduce herself, your name, your major, and the year you're in.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jonelle Green. I am a third-year public relations studies student.
Okay, well, Janelle, I have a couple questions for you. So let's go into it. So what made you choose PR? It's a very interesting. I don't hear a lot of PR students at NCU. What made you choose it?
So for me, I think that choosing PR was I get to dabble in everything. I do a little bit of TV, a little bit of radio, a little bit of journalism, a little bit of everything. I classify myself as an all-rounder, so I want to do everything. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I chose PR.
And that's a very interesting thing, because most people, when they think about PR, they're not thinking about, oh, it includes everything, you know? They're not really thinking about that. So that brings me to my next question. How has your idea of PR evolved from before you were in DCS and now that you are in DCS?
So before, PR for me was just you help to bring up a company or a business. But since I've been in the department, I've realized that it's way more than that. You have crisis management, you have to help to build brands, you have to help to give brands a name. So it's not only about covering up a story or covering up something, it's so much more than that. You have to do a little bit of graphic designing, you have to do a little bit of writing, you have to do a little bit of producing. So PR now and then are totally different for me. I only thought it was just one thing, you help to manage a company, but now it's way more than that.
And that's an interesting point, because I can tell you, I always thought PR was only, okay, I'm going to fix this for this company.
It's so much more, much more.
I can only imagine. My next question for you is, what has been the most exciting part and rewarding part of studying PR at university?
The most exciting part is that I get the chance to do what I am studying. So I get the opportunity to do different campaigns, manage different pages because that's a big part of public relations. We have to manage a brand. And the fact that I am able to help to bring people up to speed so people can know about different brands, that's very exciting. When I look at something that I've done or helped to accomplish, I feel very proud, and it's a very rewarding experience.
And a little birdie told me that you are the person who managed a very important page that might be on your shirt right now. Please tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, that as I alluded to before, it's very exciting to see things that I am doing come to fruition, or things that I thought about come to fruition. The fact that I'm able to manage a page that is so crucial in our department, it's a very, very rewarding experience. I get to put my ideas out there. I can collaborate with different persons. I get to try my hand at many different things, and to see my growth from back then and now, it's such a great feeling. Such a great feeling.
I know before you talked about PR being so many things, writing, graphic design, producing. So this is probably a very heavy question, but what are the skills one would need to become or study PR?
Firstly, you have to have an open mind. In public relations, anything can go wrong. Well, in media overall, anything can go wrong at any time. So you have to have an open mind. A big part of public relations is crisis management. When things go wrong, you can't just panic. As a public relations practitioner, you have to be able to move on your feet. You have to be able to be quick. So an important skill is having an open mind. You have to learn how to do a lot of things, even if you probably never tried it before. Sometimes you just have to try and just get the job done.
Yes, very well. And that's all one can do, especially in media, to just try. Try your very best, because I don't remember which teacher that says, it's Miss Daly, anything that bad can happen will happen.
Yep.
Yes, Miss Daly. Yes, always says that anything bad that can happen will happen. And I think that is one struggle us as media students will always have, and one we must overcome. My last question for you is, what are the challenges you have encountered during your studies, and what did you use to overcome them?
Challenges. Okay, so one of the challenges in studying public relations is creativity. As media practitioners, we have to be creatives. So we have to, as I said before, think on our feet. And sometimes for me, like, I'm thinking of something, but I'm not seeing it happening, so I get upset, or I want to bring an idea to life, but I don't know how exactly to do it. But with the skills that I've been learning from these various courses, I have come to realize that I just have to try and get it done. I'm using that word try again because that's really what it is. I can't just sit and say, I'm not going to do it because I'm scared, or I'm not going to do it because it won't look good. I just have to try and just see it happen.
Okay, that's very a very interesting point. Just to try, because really that's all we can do.
That's all
we can do. Janelle, it was really nice talking to you again, and we will talk further later. But yeah, it was really nice talking to you guys. That was Janelle Green, and well, we are going to transition over to another video of a public relations past student, Khadija Bryan, and the video will play now.
Hi everyone, my name is Khadija Bryan, and I am a proud past student of the Department of Communication Studies at NCU, DCS. Now, my favorite song at NCU was our DCS song because it really showcased everything that we as DCS students should envision to be. DCS, we are the best. 3.5 and nothing less. And it really wasn't until I left NCU that I recognized just how much value that song holds, especially the fact that we continue to strive for excellence even after leaving NCU. Whenever I run into past students of NCU, especially DCS past students, I know immediately, even if I'm not familiar with the name or the face, just by the way they present themselves, just by the way they execute their work, I know, I recognize that special touch anywhere I go. And you have a deep sense of appreciation for the work that NCU does in terms of molding us as students, and particularly for DCS, the work that they put in to ensure that we as students are well-rounded and can fit into just about any single part of the communication field when we leave. So I remember being a student, a PR student, and working at the DCS lab as a lab tech. That experience taught me a lot about production, about what timelines mean and why it's important to stick to them, about the different equipment needed, about how a proper set should run. And you might wonder, why does a PR student need to be getting all of that experience? Well, tell you what, when I'm planning my events, I can look at my program and say, all right, if I'm having a panel discussion, let me get this type of mic versus that type of mic. All right, then cool. 4 persons on the panel. I can't order 4 mics. I'm going to need at least 2 backup mics. Thinking of the mic packs, extra batteries. All of those things are a part of me simply because of the experience that I got while at NCU. I'm a rounded person, a well-rounded person because of DCS. I pay attention to my job because of DCS. I take pride in my work simply because the lecturers would not accept anything less than the absolute best, and your grade will suffer for it if you don't put in that attention to detail and don't take pride in the work that you do. So for me, I can safely say that the success that I'm having now in my career, even though I'm a young professional because I just graduated in 2023, but the success that I've had so far is largely due to the foundation that I got while I was at DCS. So I want to use this opportunity to thank DCS. Thank you so much for what you've done for me. And I want to encourage you as students to think outside the box. Sounds very cliche, but think outside the box. Go beyond the limits of what you're studying. Volunteer on productions, volunteer at the DCS labs. If you're studying journalism, don't be afraid to go over the road by NCU Media Group and see what the radio production system is like. Because trust me, when you get into the world of work, all of that makes a difference into you being the professional that you are. And trust me, DCS and what we learn at DCS really helps in the transitional period. So when you begin your first job after leaving university, it's way easier for you to adapt into whatever systems because of the meticulous nature of what we learn while we are all DCS students. So students, I know you've heard this a million times when past students either come to visit or they share information with you over a video, that you should take advantage of what is being presented to you while you have it. And I'm just here, unfortunately, to reiterate that message that you are limitless. You have so much potential and you need to believe in yourself and allow yourself to be molded by the process. And again, take advantage of the lecturers who are there with the expertise and the experience to guide you, and trust and believe that when you get out into the world of work, you're going to make a difference. So continue to work hard, continue to put your shoulder to the wheel, continue to ask all the silly questions, continue to interact with your peers and to interact with the workers. You are going to realize that all that experience will come into play once you leave the hallowed halls of NCU. So with that being said, take care everyone and continue to wave that burgundy flag high and do your very best to represent excellence in all that you do.
2024 is gone. 2025 is coming.
Week of excellence, them can't pass it without consent. Come out and be proud cause we're magnificent. All of these years full of talent.
I've run out of answers, I've run out of time. I'm so confused that I'm losing my mind. It's gonna take a miracle to help me this time. I'm traveling a road that has but one side. Help me, have mercy on me. Set my soul free and let the bells in my heart ring. Oh, this is my cry, yeah. This is my plea. You see, I need an angel. I'm calling an angel. Send me an angel down. Oh, I need an angel. I'm calling an angel. Send me an angel down. I'm carrying a load that's too heavy for me. Nowhere to go, so I'm down on my knees, trying to see the forest, but there's this one tree. I can't understand why I'm sinking so deep. Help me, won't you have mercy on me? Set my soul free and let the bell in my heart ring. Oh, this is my cry, yeah. This is my plea. You see, I need an angel. I'm calling an angel. Send me an angel. Oh, down. Oh, yeah. I need an angel. I'm calling an angel. Send me an angel down. Oh, there's something inside of me telling me morning will come. Morning will come, yes it will. And sometimes it's hard to face the truth, so we run. Lord, if you care at all, please don't let me fall by the wayside. Yeah. Please be my guide, let me light my path, save me. I'm calling an angel. Send me an angel down. Oh, I need an angel. I'm calling
In a world connected by screens, our actions online have real-life consequences. Think twice, post once, be mindful online. Your words matter. Negative interaction can impact someone's mental health. But positive is powerful. Choose encouragement. Spread kindness. Your action shapes the online world. Be the reason someone smiles.
NCU family, get ready for a special outside broadcast event. That's right, the Outside Broadcasting class of Fall 2024 brings to you the stories that shape us, a broadcast highlighting past and present DCS students, hearing their incredible journey, challenges, and motivations. Tune in on December 4, 11 to 12 on NCU 91.1, 91.3, 91.5. Sponsored by NCU Media Group, DCS, and Paul's Pharmacy in St. Elizabeth. Come out to the main chapel and learn about the past, the present, and the future. See you there! That was the wonderful, the spectacular, the talented, I'm running out of adjectives, Giovanni Baker. If we were in church, we would have heard a parade of hallelujahs and amens. That was a wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Giovanni, so much. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Jordine Tucker, if you're just joining us, and this is the Stories That Shape Us, an outside broadcast with the Outside Broadcasting class of Fall 2024. Now, to jump into it, I have a special guest, a well-known person in the DCS fraternity. This person is a very well-known person in the DCS fraternity, and I would just want to turn over to him and let him introduce himself, really. Okay, Pierre, and I want to know your name, your major, and the year you're in.
I'm emphasizing in television production. I'm in my third year.
Mm-hmm. That's very nice. That's very nice. Now, what drew you to the study of TV? It's a very popular course to take for most DCS students. But what drew you?
It was I was quite unoccupied during COVID. The earlier stage, and so I was invited to be a part of the EJC virtual church team. And so after spending 2 years in a studio with the COVID-19 pass, sleeping in a studio most nights as well, I truly had no choice but to learn production.
And tell me about that, sleeping in the studio, Pierre.
It's strange. Imagine being in a fully equipped studio for 2 years straight, every single day. you have no choice but to learn everything. So I learned, I was a cameraman on the production, and so I spent days and hours just learning to program and to work in every aspect in the production, mainly though for camera.
That's interesting that this all started out for you as being on production during COVID of all times for church. That's quite interesting. I want to talk about what made you want to have such a hands-on experience, especially in the media field.
I found a love for it during the COVID-19 time, and so it was almost second nature. It's kind of like when you know you find your calling, and so I knew then that with the time spent and with the work that I put in, that it would only make sense to pursue it as a career.
And I understand that fully. I want to talk to you about the skills, because you seem like you've been in this from before DCS. So I want to talk to you about the skills one must have to be a TV student specifically.
There are a lot of things I've learned or learned before I came here. So I learned how to edit. I taught myself to edit. Before I came here, I learned how to use effects and Premiere Pro and how to direct, and majority of the stuff that you do on a production I knew already. DCS though has helped a lot with my hosting skills. It's nice when you're put on different productions and take part, and you get to. I was never really strong on audio, and so I would love though if I could be put more in more of an audio role to learn the audio board a bit more.
I am going to tell you a small secret too. I'm also not good at audio. I really want to learn. One day, I really want to learn and really get good at it and perfect that small part of my craft that I have not perfected yet, as well as many others. I want to talk about that though, perfecting your craft, how you have developed your technical skills. What are ways you went about it other than school, of course?
There was something I read one time. A guy said, if you spend 10 minutes a day focusing on one specific task, you'll be better than 90% of the world. And so I spend every day editing, learning something new on Premiere Pro. So if I do have a production every day, I know that I have a computer at home, and so I can, hone my craft and get better as I go along.
And how has this translated into your coursework and maybe your extracurricular activities?
So the classes become easier when you sort of already have an idea of what the teacher is teaching. So I'm supposed to be doing an editing class for the next semester. I know that for that editing class, I would already have a few things down, so I would have to just learn a bit more, if learn anything at all.
That's interesting. And talking about courses, what are the biggest challenges you have faced being a TV student?
Really and truly, I enjoy every bit of it, and so there's nothing that I've struggled with or nothing that I haven't enjoyed. I love every second of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, a blue moon that you enjoy every bit of it. You say every bit of it. It's quite interesting, especially the stressful parts.
Yeah, it is. I don't find it too stressful. So a production day for me is not stressful at all. I'm in my element.
And that is very nice. That is wonderful. So I want to talk about how you see technology, how you see TV specifically, if it's staying, if it's leaving, if it has more places to go, how you see TV.
In the recent U.S. election, the Trump and Kamala Harris used live streaming through Twitch and all that quite often to persuade the public. And so I see that it's shifting in terms of viewership. Viewership is shifting from the strict television to more of a streaming mobile type platform. I don't think the roles are changing whatsoever, because even in those streams, they have a full-on production team. So the production teams won't change. I just think it's the platform that's changing.
And that's quite interesting, because I even want to talk to you about what your, we can knock on wood for this one, but what your dreams are in regards to TV, in regards to anything you want to add to it, anything you want to change. Tell me about that.
My dream is to become a cinematographer, and so I want to film animal documentaries with my life. And so That'll be a bit difficult, to be honest with you, but my dream is to be in Antarctica filming penguins.
Filming penguins? Why penguins? I kind of want to know why penguins.
You know, when I watch documentaries, I don't know, I feel like they're the most interesting in animals. I saw, because there was a behind the scenes video one time of a cameraman that had to stay, it was 3 days he was waiting for an egg to hatch. And on his shot list, that was one of the shots he had to catch. And he said that each time the penguin moved to protect the egg from the wind or whatever, he had to shift the camera and try to get another egg. And I had like a 2-week window to get it, so he had to get that shot. So things like that I find interesting.
Wow. I can only imagine. I can only imagine sitting in the cold Antarctic winter snow and trying to catch that shot so viewers can be able to see that memorable moment, especially for animals that we don't get to see that a lot for, especially for animals we might even feel are extinct. These are the ways we can, source of life, here they are. It's quite interesting, and that's a good place to go. I think that would really fit you. My last question is, what have been your biggest lessons in learning with being a TV student and, learning how to be the good future TV?
Communication and teamwork is a big thing. Learning to work with your peers and work with people is a big thing. That's what I've learned, really and truly.
Communications, and what's the irony that we are communication students and must excel in that. Well, everyone, that is all we have for you today, Pierre. It was wonderful talking to you.
Thank you.
It was wonderful talking to you. Now, we are going to transfer over to another person, another very important person. Now, she is a very known person in DCS. I think I'm going to let her introduce herself for you guys. Hi, please tell us your name, your major, and your year.
Hi, everyone. My name is Shavina Crooks, and I'm a 4th-year radio student here at the Northern Caribbean University.
4th year? You've been here a while now, man. Yes. Amazing.
It has been an experience,
I can only imagine. So, my first question. What inspired you to do radio?
Honestly, I won't even say that. Why? That's a question for me, because the reality of it is my inspiration, it came after a long time, after trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Because initially I wanted to do journalism. I think that's everybody's thing when they come to university.
They first go into journalism.
Right,
me too.
They want to do journalism, but when the writing start to hit, they decided that no. So that was me. I decided that I wanted to do journalism, and then after that I was like, I don't really want to have to write so much, but you'll have to do a bit of writing in radio, but probably not so much. And I'm like a more hands-on, practical person. And I normally say I'm a bit shy as well, so that kind of inspired me to go into radio. And I listen it a lot, by the way.
I can, even with the coming into media and not knowing exactly what you want to do, I know everyone can relate to that, because as media, there's a lot. There is radio, there's journalism, there's TV, there's PR, there's general. There's so much you can do, so much realms you can take, so much roads you can walk on. You understand? Right. It is truly an experience for all media students to really choose and figure out what their heart is closest to.
Right.
My next question for you is, what has been your favorite hands-on experience or project in a radio production so far?
All right, so in the department, as a final year student, you'll have to do a course called production host, right? So doing that course, it helped me to understand, or helped me better to hone my skills. So I had to do everything on my own. So imagine I had to write a whole portfolio. I had to do commercial by myself. I had to do a little podcast by myself. I had to do a feature. I had to do everything by myself.
Everything?
So, yes. So with that course, it kind of helped me to say, then I understand from everything from first year to fourth year, I had to incorporate every single thing in my portfolio. I had to incorporate everything. So that course, it kind of helped me to better understand what radio is about, because imagine you have to do everything by yourself. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is quite interesting. I don't even know. I have not done it yet, but I think I have it soon.
Look forward to it. It's not bad. It's a good course. You'll get the experience that you want, because you're going to look at it like, I can do this. I've learned this, and this is what I'm going to do. And yeah, it's good. It's a good way to do practical.
Amazing, amazing. So that is all the questions I have for you, Ms.
Okay.
Crooks. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
sharing with us.
No problem.
Everyone, that was Ms. Crooks, and she is a radio student at the Northern Caribbean University. Now we have another special guest. You might have heard him before. Let me use that clue. You might have heard him before, and this is a past student. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself. Hello, tell me your name, your major, and what you do right now.
Well, I'm Giovanni Baker. I was a general student here back in the day, and I'm currently the digital recruitment officer at NCU.
That sounds like a very interesting job. Now,
it is.
What is it? What does it do? What do you do essentially?
Okay, so the digital recruitment officer works in the recruitment and admissions department, and my responsibility is to help market and to promote not only recruitment activities, but to encourage persons through social media and the digital platforms to come to NCU.
Oh, okay. That's a very interesting.
So yes, I'm giving back.
Oh, I see. Okay, and you're doing a very well job at that. We all are testament to that, of being here. Very well job.
God bless.
So my first question, well, not really my first question, but my first question about the television, the general studies that you did. What do you think? What role do you think television specifically plays in shaping the culture of our society today?
Well, I think I could probably generalize and answer that. Media, as the fourth estate, as we learn, has a responsibility to not only inform, but to also showcase what is happening in the world as we know it. And as time develops, also technology develops in the different aspects, we can visualize how persons see the world. We are the gatekeepers to what even our future generations see and learn. So I think media overall does that, but on the TV level, it appeals to the senses of seeing and even hearing of what is going on.
And I love that you said that, because the follow-up question to that is how important you think media and representation is today.
Well, I would say it should be important. It's probably contradictory to say so, but it is very important what we put out, because we have to also be conscious that children are watching and persons can be easily influenced by what we put out. So even if it's down to social media, whatever we put out on our personal pages, even up to mainstream media, it is good to represent yourselves in a way that is a good example to others.
That's very nice. My last question for you is, what skills would you say you learned in media that has helped you today?
I would say teamwork, and it's cliche, but communication. It's important to work together. It's important to be united, and it's also important that within teamwork, if you're in a team and you're not communicating, it won't be effective. The job won't get done. So those skills, as well as being versatile and being adaptable, I'd say lessons that I've learned.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you. And I think we will all learn something from that. Thank you, Giovanni Baker. We will, and also your song was very nice. Thank you very much. That is the end. That is the end of our. Oh no, correction. We do have a break coming up. Let's transfer over to that, and we'll get back to you.
In a world connected by screens, Our actions online have real-life consequences. Think twice, post once, be mindful online. Your words matter. Negative interaction can impact someone's mental health. But positive is powerful. Choose encouragement. Spread kindness. Your action shapes the online world. Be the reason someone smiles.
NCU family, get ready for a special outside broadcast event. That's right, the outside broadcasting class of fall 2024 brings to you the stories that shape us, a broadcast highlighting past and present DCS students, hearing their incredible journey, challenges, and motivations. Tune in on December 4, 11 to 12 on NCU 91.1, 91.3, 91.5. Sponsored by NCU Media Group, DCS, and Paul's Pharmacy in St. Elizabeth. Come out to the main chapel and learn about the past, the present, and the future. See you there! As they say, all good things must come to an end. Am I right? All good things must come to an end. I'm hoping all the DCS students watching and upcoming DCS students watching and past DCS students watching learned something today. I know I learned a lot today, and I know that these voices that we share and the other voices that we didn't get to share made some sort of a difference. A big thank you to all the students, past students, and lecturers that came to our outside broadcast, our amazing sponsors, the NCU Media Group. Everyone, we appreciate you. Now, to close off, we'll have Giovanni Baker, who will give us a little song.
Yeah, yeah. While I was sleeping, Lord, you are working on a mess I made like only I can do. When I start thinking I'm so far from you, I wake up to hear you whisper that's not true. Good morning, mercy. You call me worthy. Feels like the sun shining on my face. Living's good this side of grace. I feel it working. Goodbye to the hurting. You woke me up, I'll be on my way. Hallelujah, it's a brand new day. Good morning, mercy. Well, I'm still learning to trust and follow. I'm not worried what tomorrow's gonna bring, 'cause you hold it all there in your hands. I'm lifting mine up now, 'cause it makes me say, good morning, mercy. You call me worthy. Feels like the sun shining on my face. Living's good this side of grace. I feel it working. Goodbye to the hurting. You want me up, put me on my way. Hallelujah, it's a brand new day. Good morning, mercy. Morning, mercy, yeah. Glory, hallelujah, it's a brand new day. It starts all over when daylight breaks. You're giving me joy, you makes me sing good morning. Glory, hallelujah, it's a brand new day. It starts all over when daylight breaks. You're giving me joy and make me sing good morning, yeah. And a good morning, mercy. You call me worthy. Feels like the sun shining on my face. Living's good this side of grace. I feel it working. Goodbye to the hurting. You woke me up, put me on my way. Hallelujah, hallelujah.